Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my new Tarotscapes. So this is for all the Geminis in the house. So usually I come on Tuesdays and Saturdays and I do kind of a psychic tarot reading. So I channel, bring forward messages if you haven't been to the channel before. And now I'm going to put my toe into the tarot and astrology realm. So bringing you Tarotscopes for all the signs. So I did Aries and Taurus already, so you can go find those on my channel. They will be under live if you search them from the channel. And today, we're going to go ahead and do Gemini as well. And so I just pulled the cards right before the video. And at the very end, I also do private card pulls. So if you do stay till the end, you just have to type yes, please. And I will do a private card pull for you for a message from your guides and angels and team. So you can also find me at Kindred Heart Tarot on Facebook if you haven't already. Donations are welcome through a little PayPal link, but not expected. And I think that's everything for now. So I'm going to start with the career message for Gemini. So the career message for Gemini is creative expression. This one says your soul longs to express itself creatively. So this week and coming up here, Spirit is really urging you to tap into your creative resources. Check in with yourself, see where you are dedicating your time and energy to. So what are you prioritizing this week? So usually if you're a big thinker, if you're looking long term, let's reel it in a little bit and think about how you could use your time better this week and move forward in creative expression. So whether that's painting, whether that's writing, whether that's working on like an analytical project or a computer software system or anything like that, your creative expression is really necessary this week. So trying to engage with that fire in you and using any of the energies that you can to inspire you and work on some projects, or maybe a project that you have kind of left on the back burner for a little while. So your messages from the animal totems are frog, prosperity. So this is for my Gemini kings and queens out there. Let go of the past and embrace change. Opportunities are close at hand. Hop into this new day with joy. Abundance and good fortune await you. So creative expression might be connected with your ultimate abundance here. You might be an entrepreneur thinking about ways that you can maybe work on a hobby and actually bring in just a little bit of extra cash. So really enjoying what you do and being passionate with what you do, but also perhaps bringing in a little bit of monetary income from that creative expression that you are either working on or just working up the courage and the confidence to step into. And with the frog saying prosperity and letting go of the past, so really letting go of past limitations that you might have encountered in terms of setbacks or roadblocks, or even how you engage with and work with people. So you've come to a new understanding of yourself. And with that, you're learning how to more openly and authentically express what you need and what you want in a situation. And also in terms of your manifesting skills, learning how to draw towards you that which you want instead of that subconscious pull of perhaps some of your fears, and that bringing in situations that provide challenges for you to learn from. Opportunities are close at hand. So if you're getting impatient and frustrated, hang in there, check yourself before you wreck yourself, and come back into maybe a centered state. So if you're finding yourself chaotic and or restless, find a way, whatever works for you, whether it's cycling, whether it's meditation, listening to music, like I said, working on a project, if that calms you down, if that is a form of meditation for you, then you can creatively express yourself. Maybe that's dancing. Maybe that's creating a playlist, listening to music, and hop into this new day with joy. Continue to look forward to the future. So being content in your present, cleansing, purifying your environment. Maybe you need to organize and clean up a little bit in order for you to tap into the energy of your abundance already being on its way to you and being here for you. So really exciting in terms of embracing change. So if you feel like you're a person who kind of avoids change or gets a little bit of cold feet when it comes to big life changes, just know that these changes are bringing you prosperity. And you've been working really hard towards these changes already. So continue to be open and continue to work on your flexibility in terms of bringing these changes in and getting ready to receive, right? So in terms of romance, how is your connection to yourself and others at this time? This is from my Kindred Spirit Love Oracle. You can find details to purchase in the link in the description. So telepathy. This connection has past life origins and is a soul bond. This may be a karmic cycle or a beautiful lesson in relationship. No matter the outward appearance, there is love at the base of this connection on all levels. Separation is an illusion, and you may focus on the illusion or the truth. Communicate with love telepathically. So this one indicates that you are connecting with your ancestors and or a person or a soul, I should say, that you have connected with in past lives and or in this lifetime, but you might not be in direct communication with at this time for whatever reason. But it is saying here that you have a 5-dimension connection with them. So your souls, your higher self is always in communication with this person. You guys are actually communicating back and forth telepathically, helping each other strategize how you can both hit your goals. And in terms of any soul contract, you're still working together on your soul contract if that is for the highest and best of both parties. And the other message here coming through from this telepathy card is that if you aren't in contact with this person and there's been a rift or confusion, miscommunication, or perhaps toxic energies that one or both parties needed to get away from, then just know that illusion is this, or separation is the illusion. And so that love, like the baseline of love from that person's higher self, is always there. So if you need to talk to their higher self because you can't talk to them in person as their ego or your ego is in the way at this time, then that is an option for you here to connect with them on a different level and or playing field, I hear. So to clarify that, we have the owl, deception and wisdom, resonating to the number 13 or the number 4 in numerology. So you have some intuitive insights or intuitive hits that are coming through for you. You might be developing and working on your intuition and your psychic energies at this time, but there are definitely energies that you've encountered in the past of deception, manipulation, and you might have even had some control issues in relationship. And so there was a fear of rejection, fear of abandonment possibly, and you learned how to cope with that by maybe having some codependent tendencies and or hiding your true feelings, and or this other person that you may be in relationship with, recently in relationship with, or thinking about in terms of your soul connection. But the owl here is telling you you're ready to see through illusion, you're ready to see through deception, whether it's in yourself or in another person. So you can also ask through this telepathy, like you can tell this person, look, I'm not interested in any more bullshit. You need to come forward with the full truth and honesty, or I'm not going to even pay attention to you. And that's just straight up my boundaries and my healthy coping strategies in terms with where I want my life to go, what direction I want to go, and what behaviors I'm going to tolerate at this time. So you really have this energy of using your wisdom to respond to a situation, both energetically and possibly with communication, because you might have some signs and omens coming through in terms of where this person is at. Are they getting ready to reach out? Are they working on themselves? Do you have a soul bond that's coming in? And, or, are you connecting with a really important soul who perhaps isn't a love interest, but is helping you on your journey? So those are your messages for your love life and your, most intimate relationship with it, which is with yourself. Okay. And yeah, when you come to watch the videos, If you enjoy this video and you want to come back, hit the notification bell. Please subscribe, hit the like button, helps me grow the community. But also, grab yourself a tea or wine, whatever works for you, and maybe a snacky snack, and join in for the fun. You can usually find me on Tuesdays and Saturdays as well for general readings. So, Gemini, let's see what's in your past position. We have originality, blaze your own trail. This is awesome. So you guys have really been coming into your own and really shedding the values and or identities or masks that you put on, created, developed in order to please other people or get approval from other people. You're really not into that anymore. You're really learning, okay, who am I right now? Who am I? What are my successes? What have my mistakes been? Where do I want to go? So you're really getting grounded and seeing what you want and where your foundation is at before you really take off into this future aspect of yourself. So blazing your own trail, this might be a new entrepreneur energy coming in. So, when we had creative expression coming through in terms of career for you, there's something to do with your soul really longing to bring a message across, whether it's just a hobby or whether there's monetary income attached, that's up to you. But your soul is really wanting you to bring forward a special gift that you have. So you will know exactly what this is. This is something that you have there's been some trepidation about bringing this forward as a service or as something that people might be able to comment on or judge you for. But this is saying, be prepared to stand in your confidence, to stand in your value. And if there are naysayers or people around you that are going, no, you can't do that, or why would you do that? You're in this energy of originality and going, not interested in what you have to say, actually. If you're supportive, that's great. If you're not, that's great. I'm going to do my own thing because it's time for me to claim this space for myself. So from my Shadow Fantasy Oracle, here we have the clarifying card for originality. We have isolated. So blaze your own trail, originality. This comes through in two ways for me. So I see a certain group here who really likes to kind of go into the hermit or the hanged man energy, where you isolate yourself in order to bring through some creative energy. So you might like to say, rent a cabin or get away from any noise per se, whatever that is for you in your own life, noise, and find that space for you to create. The other side of this card is fairly obvious. You're feeling out in the cold, or you have been feeling out in the cold, not really in touch with your core self, or maybe a little bit of the spark that you used to have. So you used to be able to really get going with creative projects. And maybe, like, say you are a really good guitar player or a singer, and life has been so steady in terms of its challenges and roadblocks. You just haven't picked up that guitar or haven't sung any songs for a very long time. And Spirit is urging you to bring forward that creative expression once again. But you might, be either single and not feeling like you want to be single and being a little bit pissed off about it, or just not feeling like you're connecting into that passion anymore. So let's see what we have in the present position, because this has been in your past position, feeling isolated, out in the cold. And, it's interesting because on the card here, there's this light and this warmth just inside here. But, this character, this girl, is out on the precipice. So she knows that there's warmth somewhere. She's just really not feeling it. She's feeling kind of like ostracized and out just on the steps here, not inside, not included, not connected. So in the present position, we have letting go, learn to let go. And the interesting thing about this card, we've got, a pair of lovers here on the bottom. We've got butterfly, we have spider. So spider is all about creativity, being able to create a web, knowing that if it gets torn down or blown down in the wind, that spider can recreate. And so that's kind of what the energy of impermanence here. So you're going to know if there's something that maybe in the past you were ready to rock and roll, you started blazing your trail, you hit some roadblocks, and you found yourself out in the cold. Well, Spirit is saying there are certain aspects of this situation, or a person perhaps, could be parts of yourself that need to be released and or let go of in terms of attachment, in order to bring in some of this new energy to reclaim that originality and get blazing that trail again. So learning to let go as well. Some of you may have had traumatic experiences in your childhood where if you had to hold on tight to an idea, to a way of coping, then it can be really difficult for you to let go of, say, people that you really care about, but that aren't giving you the equal time, energy, attention in a relationship or friendship, perhaps even in your workplace. So learning to let go, it might take some time. You might have to be patient with yourself, but this energy is saying that is something really important for your life path and your journey at this time. As you learn to let go, it'll become easier for you, and you'll learn how to balance the energy of letting go and remaining open versus letting go and being like, fine, like if I have to let this go, then I'm going to let all this go, and being kind of a snarky ego energy with it. And believe me, I've been there, so I get it. I know. But Spirit definitely coming through saying there is something that you need to loosen your grip on. You need to take a step back possibly and look at it from a different perspective, and allow some more breathing room for movement, because there's something that's stuck here. And let's find out. Let's get a clarifying card. So this is from my Shadow Fantasy Oracle. Threshold. Very interesting, because this card in the past, you were just out on the threshold, feeling isolated and alone. So in order to letting go of that feeling of being disconnected as well, really paying attention to how connected you are to others. So it could be like through a channel like this. You're connected, you're feeling connected, you're resonating with the messages. You're here for a reason. And so you do find yourself on this threshold. And I'll also point out we have this full moon energy. And, it could be a sun, but I'm going to pull in the moon energy because we do have that beautiful, spectacular full moon coming in at the end of October. So on 31st, Halloween. And you are at a threshold in your own life. So blazing your trail, learning to let go. So learning to have a flexible identity. So not stuck in that energy of having to show up perhaps in an old mask that was created to protect yourself from something that now that you've learned and you've gained wisdom, you don't need that type of protection anymore. Like, as instead of a wall, you have boundaries. And so you can be a little bit more flexible in terms of life's impermanence. Now, as a Gemini, you already have this fluctuating energy about you. And so Spirit is saying, take advantage of that energy and kind of understand that you are ready to embark on something new for yourself. And you may not quite know how to do that yet. But letting go of any restrictions is very important for you at this time. Sippy sip of the tea. All right. So future position. Hey, I think Taurus got this card as well. Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. So you are really being asked here to change any negative thought patterns that have been really causing you some stress, maybe some insomnia, and or just getting fed up. Like, I see someone in particular who's either watching live or is going to catch the replay. You're just fed up. And when you get fed up, you in particular become kind of negative and nasty and project outwards. The dragonfly is also connected to the veil. So your spiritual intuition, your third eye, your crown chakra, connecting to ancestors. So there are ancestors across the veil that are trying to help you change your perspective, or maybe an energy that you used to revert to really quickly. And that energy, that identity is falling away. You're letting go of that energy. You're on the threshold of this new you and how you respond to chaotic or seemingly negative situations. So you're also learning not to stay stuck, okay? So learning how to create movement, even if it's in the smallest of ways inside yourself, before you're able to really tap into and manifest that outside of yourself as well. So living life to the fullest, taking a look at the smallest things that you can be grateful for at this point, even if life has been really challenging for you. Because I think with all signs, we've really been given a lot of challenges because we're learning how to level up and master some of the lessons that we couldn't quite master in the past. But let's get your clarifying card for the dragonfly energy. Illuminating options. So this is awesome. And we have that, full moon energy as well, and the sea, the depths. So you're tapping into your emotions as well. So usually you can be quite cerebral too. So live life to the fullest means balancing your heart and mind, and really coming into an equal energy with that. Now, with that energy of living life to the fullest, being grateful for the little things, but also paying attention to the small opportunities, it's saying that there are some options for you. So if you are thinking, I don't have any options, I feel really stuck, there's no movement, it's stagnant, I'm getting pissed off, and you're moving through the threshold, you can tell you've changed, you're evolving, you're not really sure what's next. Well, what's next is going to involve some illuminating options for you. So you're going to have some choices to make in terms of where you want to go in the future. So I hope you guys have enjoyed your Tarotscope for today. And like I said, you can catch me usually on Tuesdays and Saturdays for general read and that psychic tarot channel combined. And if you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe if you like. And if you want to be notified when I come on to do any of the videos live, you can also hit that notification bell. So if you are watching live, I do private card pulls at the very end. So depending on how many people there are watching live, I do offer that and how long it's gone. The Tarotscope should be a little bit shorter than my regular readings, just because there's 12 of them, right? So if you are watching right now and you'd like a personal card pull, just comment yes please in the comments, and I will pull a card for you right now. So I'm just going to grab a sip of tea, and if you want a card pull, then comment in the comment section there, and I will pull a card just for you. Okay, so it doesn't look like anyone's taken the bait. So the next Tarotscope I'm going to be uploading in a little bit, but like I said, you can join me tomorrow for a tarot reading. It's probably going to be a little bit later than usual, but you will find me there, and usually I put a heads up on my Instagram and Facebook. You can find the details of that below in the description. So, all right, guys, have an amazing evening, and we will catch you next time. Ciao for now. Bye.